Hey y'all, January 2nd, 2025. After posting half a dozen videos or so over the last 6 weeks, I wanted to take this little chat time to introduce myself, my channel, and my garden a little more formally. My name's Eric, and this is a gardening experience channel. And what that means to me is I'm going to be sharing with you, as implied, my experience gardening. This isn't going to be a place where I'm going to be posting these formal growing guides or the best way to ... or expert opinions, because that's just not that's not who I am, how I garden, or how I roll in general. I really just wanted to take what my experience was and put it out there to you, where you could see my context, and if there's anything that I'm doing that is relevant to what you do or what you want to do, you can see it in action. Or if I'm doing something that you've done within my context and have seen it not work, you can give me the heads up before I get too deep into it. So it's going to be a great place for both of us to learn from each other, which is one of the primary reasons I wanted to do this. Second big reason I wanted to do this was because my garden's getting into pretty good shape as far as soil quality wise. I've got a lot of the Bermuda grass out. Things are growing really well when I put them in. And I wanted to springboard off of that success I had to share to YouTube and the world, because so much of what I've gotten in experience and knowledge and motivation has been from other people who have put themselves out there and leaned into putting their gardens on YouTube. So this is my way to sort of pay that back and pay it forward at the same time to the next generation who's looking at gardens and saying, hey, I want to get into that. Maybe they can pull a little bit of inspiration from what I'm doing the way I was able to do from others before me. So a little bit of background into my garden itself. It is an 8,100 square foot no-dig garden, built pretty much as you're going to see most no-dig gardens done. Cardboard to smother the native grass, compost beds, wood chip pathways. Thus far, I haven't had to lean into any fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, insecticides, or fungicides. I think I'm building a pretty quality soil here to where those inputs haven't been necessary, so I'm really embracing that philosophy for now. The garden itself is laid out similar to how you're going to see market style gardens done. The beds are fairly standard in size. They were originally kind of framed out to be 3 feet by 25 feet, but over the last couple of years the pathways have crept in a little bit, so they're probably closer to maybe 30 inches by 23 feet if I were to measure them out. But again, for my context, that doesn't really matter. I don't sell out of this garden. It's producing crops primarily just for my wife and I give to my neighbors a little bit here and there and to my family when I have excess production. And I'm hoping over time I can do more of that, and if possible, find a way to pull from the garden and contribute to local food banks if that avenue opens up and I have that much of an excess. Right now, my goal is to grow as good a mix as possible so that everything that I want to have grown in large quantities and stored, I can do so. So if I have too much of one bed one year, grow less of that the next year with more of the other, etc., etc. So if any of that sounds interesting to you and you want to join the channel, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, please feel free to do so. I welcome any and all who want to come and experience the joys of gardening with me. And over the next couple of months, years, we're going to see this garden flourish. We're going to have a lot of trials and tribulations to work through, and we're going to have a lot of harvest success to embrace when it happens. So welcome. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care.